Have you ever wondered why billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and Warren Buffett wear such plain, cheap clothes while sitting on billions of dollars? Is it just a weird habit, or is there a secret behind it? One that could make you rich too? Stick around, because the answer might completely change the way you think about money, success, and even your wardrobe. Billionaires have a mindset that sets them apart from the average person, and this reflects in their approach to clothing. They understand that every resource, whether it's money, time, or mental energy, should be allocated in a way that generates the highest possible return. For them, expensive designer clothes are often seen as liabilities, items that depreciate in value the moment they're purchased. Instead, they focus on channeling their wealth into assets like stocks, real estate, businesses, or innovations that can multiply their net worth over time. This mindset isn't about being frugal for the sake of saving. It's about understanding the true cost of every decision. When billionaires choose simple or cheap clothing, they're not just saving money. They're rejecting the social pressure to display wealth and instead prioritizing investments that lead to greater financial freedom and impact. Take Mark Zuckerberg, for example. His famous grey t-shirt isn't just a random choice. It's part of a larger philosophy of reducing unnecessary expenditures and distractions, allowing him to focus entirely on growing his empire. Similarly, Warren Buffett is known for living in the same modest house he purchased decades ago, despite being one of the wealthiest people in the world. The lesson here is clear. Wealth is grown not by showing off, but by strategically allocating resources to endeavors that yield long-term rewards. By adopting a similar mindset, even someone starting with limited means can begin to make smarter financial decisions, ultimately creating opportunities for growth and success. Billionaires often face countless critical decisions every day that directly impact their businesses, investments, and even global markets. To manage this high level of responsibility, many adopt strategies to minimize what's known as decision fatigue, a psychological phenomenon where the quality of decisions deteriorates after an extended period of decision-making. Clothing, for them, is one area where they can eliminate unnecessary choices. By adopting a simple, consistent wardrobe, they free up mental energy for more important matters. For example, tech leaders like Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs became famous for their uniforms: grey t-shirts and jeans for Zuckerberg, and black turtlenecks and jeans for Jobs. These wardrobe choices were not about fashion, they were about efficiency. Each decision, no matter how small, consumes mental resources. By wearing the same style of clothing every day, billionaires streamline their mornings and avoid wasting precious time deliberating over trivial matters. This strategy allows them to focus their cognitive energy on solving complex problems, developing strategies, and seizing opportunities that can generate billions of dollars. This approach also has broader applications for anyone striving for success. By reducing the time spent on minor, repetitive decisions, individuals can redirect their energy to areas that matter most. Whether it's career growth, personal development, or entrepreneurship, it's about recognizing the power of habits and routines in conserving mental resources for high-impact tasks. In essence, simplifying their clothing choices is part of a broader philosophy, prioritizing decisions that drive results while automating or eliminating those that don't. This is a habit anyone can adopt to increase productivity and make room for meaningful progress in life. Billionaires understand a critical distinction that most people miss: the difference between brand and value. While many associate high-priced designer clothing with status, billionaires often recognize that true wealth and influence are not about outward displays, but about internal confidence and substantial assets. When someone feels the need to flaunt expensive brands, it's often an attempt to signal success to others. Billionaires, however, don't need to prove their wealth through flashy outfits. Their accomplishments, businesses, and influence already speak for themselves. Instead of spending money on clothes that only create a temporary impression, they focus on things that provide long-term value, building companies, acquiring appreciating assets, or funding innovations. For example, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, two of the richest men in the world, are rarely seen sporting high-end fashion. Instead, they often wear practical, unbranded clothing. Why? Because their personal brand and success don't rely on what they wear. They understand that wealth isn't about showing off. It's about creating impact and ensuring financial security. This mentality can be transformative for anyone. By focusing less on brands and more on value, both financial and personal, you can redirect your resources to things that truly matter. Instead of buying expensive clothing to impress others, invest in your skills, your business, or your future. True confidence and success come not from what you wear, but from what you've achieved and the value you bring to the world. Ultimately, billionaires teach us that real status is not in the labels you wear, but in the legacy you build. This mindset shift can help anyone adopt a more strategic and empowering approach to life and finances. Billionaires often adopt a minimalist approach to life, especially when it comes to their wardrobes. This isn't about being cheap, it's about practicality, efficiency, and focusing on what truly matters, growing their wealth and creating value. Their clothing choices reflect a philosophy that prioritizes utility over luxury, simplicity over extravagance, and substance over style. Many billionaires purchase their clothes from affordable everyday retailers. For example, Mark Zuckerberg's iconic grey t-shirts are reportedly from brands like H&M or J.Crew, while others might opt for reliable and inexpensive brands like Uniqlo, Levi's, or Gap. Even billionaires like Warren Buffett, known for his modest lifestyle, openly discuss their aversion to spending unnecessarily on things like designer clothes. For them, the cost of an outfit doesn't justify the fleeting benefit of looking fashionable. Their choices also tie back to their focus on money and growth. Rather than spending thousands on a designer suit, they allocate those funds toward investments or ventures that multiply their wealth. A $2,000 suit might look great, but to a billionaire, it represents money that could have been invested in a high-growth stock or reinvested in their business. The mindset is clear. Every dollar spent should have a purpose, and that purpose is to generate more wealth or contribute to their larger goals. Minimalism also extends beyond clothing. It's a lifestyle choice that reduces clutter, both physical and mental, and allows them to focus on what truly drives results. By simplifying their wardrobe, billionaires eliminate distractions and decision fatigue, conserve resources, and emphasize financial discipline. For anyone aspiring to achieve financial success, the lesson is simple. Focus on what adds real value to your life. Stop overspending on temporary luxuries and start investing in your future. Whether it's choosing affordable clothes or cutting back on unnecessary expenses, the key is to think like a billionaire, less about appearances and more about financial growth and impact. Billionaires often dress modestly, not just out of practicality, but as a deliberate strategy to maintain relatability and foster trust. Dressing in simple, inexpensive clothing sends a message. I'm just like you. This approach can be a powerful psychological tool, helping them connect with employees, customers, and the public, while subtly shaping their personal brand. Take Warren Buffett, for example. Despite being one of the richest individuals in the world, he is famously unpretentious, often wearing simple suits and avoiding extravagant displays of wealth. This relatability reinforces his reputation as the Oracle of Omaha, a down-to-earth financial genius who lives modestly and spends wisely. Similarly, Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg often wear casual attire like sweaters, jeans, and plain t-shirts, making them appear approachable and focused on their work rather than their image. This strategy also protects billionaires from alienating their audience. For those in positions of power, flaunting wealth through extravagant clothing or accessories can create a psychological barrier, making others feel disconnected or even resentful. By dressing simply, they position themselves as individuals who prioritize substance over style, reinforcing the perception that they're focused on solving problems and delivering value rather than showcasing their wealth. Moreover, this modesty plays into the narrative of financial discipline. It subtly communicates that their success isn't about splurging, but about smart decision-making and prioritizing long-term goals. This image helps build trust, particularly for business leaders whose credibility often hinges on their ability to demonstrate sound judgment. For aspiring individuals, this approach is worth emulating. Dressing modestly doesn't mean giving up on style, but rather focusing on practicality and the message you want to send. By aligning your appearance with your values and goals, you can project an image of confidence, reliability, and focus, qualities that are far more impactful than wearing designer labels. And there you have it, the real reason why billionaires choose to wear simple, inexpensive clothing. It's not about being cheap. It's about efficiency, focus, and understanding what truly matters. Their choices are rooted in practicality, minimalism, and a relentless drive to grow their wealth and impact. But now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this mindset? Do you agree that dressing modestly and prioritizing investments over appearances is the key to success? Or do you think there's value in dressing to impress? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if this video inspired you to think differently about money, habits, and success, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights like this. And as always, keep building, keep learning, and keep chasing your goals. See you in the next video.